Hello everyone. So today I have received the new LED backlights from eBay and it's cost me around 25 US dollar. So the first thing is we have to check for the part number, because it might be possible that the seller has shipped the wrong part number. So it is always good if you can see something tracking. So on the eBay they have mentioned this is the part number. Okay, so we can check with our existing strip whether the numbers are matching or no. So we need to check whether the numbers are matching or no. So you can see here K490WD7A, so it means it is a same part. So now we can open this packing. So then we can do the unboxing and we have to examine the parts. So the way is very easy. So you can see there are two type of strip, type A and type B. So we will search for the type A and type B and we will do the sorting. So this packing is unusual, so let me do the unpacking and I will continue the video. So here you can see I have unboxed all this new, these all are the new LED strips and this one is the old one, and this is the new type B and this one is the old one. So first thing is, what is the difference between type A and type B? So you can see here, so type B has a electrical connector on the both side, and if I can show you, so till here these three LEDs are in a different circuit and these three LEDs are in a different circuit. So technically we can say that one strip is having two circuits. One is getting power supply from this connector and other is getting supply from this connector. So we have to keep both like this and check the distance, number of lights, everything is same. And the most important thing is we have to check the voltage. So this strip is 94 volt and the 94 volt. So 94 volt, 94 volt. So it means this both are identical and we can use the same. We have to check with this one. So this type A, it is a single strip which is having a 6 LEDs in series and it has only the one connector. So everything is okay, the size, number of LEDs, and we have to make sure both have a same voltage, 94 and 94. So we can move forward and we can remove this one, the faulty one, and now we have to work with the new LED strips. So one and important thing is, as I mentioned earlier, that it is not necessary that you should learn the full electronics before attempting repair on electronics devices, but there are some important things what you should know. So the first and most important thing is you should know about the basic terms, like what is the short circuit. So before installing any parts, we have to make sure it is not short circuit. If it is a short circuit, then it can damage our power supply. So how we can check whether it is a short circuit or no? So this multimeter, this one is the easy one. You can put it here for component testing. This function can test resistor, capacitor, diode and continuity, and we need to select for this buzzer. So whenever these two will be short, it will give us the buzzer. And we should know what is the power entry point. So we have a type B strip, and here I will show you there is a plus and minus. These are the testing point, and here with the another character there are also plus and minus. So we just need to connect our meter to both of this to know whether it has a short circuit or no. So there is no beep, so it means there is no short circuit. And we will check this side, there is no short circuit, so it means it is good. So apart from the short circuit, what could be the other problem? The other problem could be it might be open, or it might be a D value, or having some faulty LEDs. But these kind of the issues will not escalate the problem, and it will not damage our power supply. But if it is short circuit, then it can damage our power supply board. So we have to make sure this thing. So this is the first thing, we have to think about the safety of our power supply or any other component which may be affected by using the wrong part or faulty part. Okay, the second thing is we have to make sure whether these parts will not get spoiled when we install it. So how we can make sure? The voltage rating must be the same. If there is a difference in a voltage rating, we should not use those parts until unless you will do some modification or change the voltages from the supplier, but it is a little bit complicated. But for the beginners, I will suggest always check the part number. If part number is not matching and you are purchasing aftermarket material from not from the OEM, then check the voltage rating or current ratings and number of LEDs, so it will work properly. So now we will move to install this new LEDs light in our TV, and here you can see they have put it the 3M tape, double-sided tape. So I do not like this kind of things, because there is one thing which is called a heat dissipation. So here if you will see it closely, so this copper strip is directly connected to the body. So whenever there is a heat, so it will be sink into the body, so it will increase the life of the LEDs. And when we have a double-sided tape or some kind of the things, so these things are not a good heat conductor, so it will not dissipate the heat. But anyhow, if they have provided it, so maybe it will work for at least for a couple of years. So let's start. So if someone don't know how I dismantle this television, so you can watch my previous video, which was the part 1. So you can have a clear idea that how I dismantle this television and I reach till this LED lights. So what I will do, these two strips were good, but right now when I am replacing, so I will replace all of them together. So first I will be installing this type B. So type B will come here, and you see there is a double-sided tape. This tape is going to create trouble for us. So we have to match the holes. And then place it here. So as I told you earlier, there are two power inlets. So there are two connectors, one is here and one is here. So now I think you have an idea that how I am going to fix this LED strips. So I will fix all of them and then I will continue the video. Fixing is quite easy. We just need to mesh the hole, and luckily this strip was a ditto copy of the original one, so there was a hole on the same places. So I didn't do any efforts to fix this. Otherwise, if the holes are not matching, then we need to make a hole to match with the our fixer. And while doing the hole, we have to be careful because this is the double-sided PCB. So if you will see here, so there is some mark and tracing of the circuit, so must be careful while drilling. If you will do the drilling, it is possible that you will damage the entire strip and it will become a short circuit. So if holes are not matching, then I will recommend use only the double-sided tape. So mine is fixing properly. So to fix the connector, it is easy. Just we have to insert this connector here and click here and click, and this one is the type B. So we have to connect both side connectors. Make sure it will make a sound of click. So the installation of new LEDs backlight is done, and the second phase is the testing. So always remember there are two type of job. One is the repairing or installation, another is the testing. So tune your mind for both of these jobs. So whenever we will do the repairing, at that time we have to make sure that the power socket is removed and there is no electricity. And when we are doing the testing, then we have to tune our mind that we should not touch any part. So if you can teach your brain, then your unconscious brain will be working fine and you will never ever get any electric shock, and you can do your job very easily. So testing is very easy. This side we are done, and we will just turn this like this, and we need to open the back cover. So last time I have installed only few screws to secure the circuit because I have a little kids, so it is always good to keep things secure. So now we will use only the power supply circuit and we will do the testing, right? So this T-con board is not connected with the LCD, so it will not do anything. Only we need to connect power supply here and this here And last time I remember we did something here, but all the connectors are in place, so that's it. It is totally fine that we can connect the power supply without the LCD panel, but we have to make sure that this ribbons has a conductor, and this conductor should not touch the body or ground. So if these conductors are swinging in the air, we are totally fine, and we can energize this and now the main is on. So now you can see this standby light is on. It means the half of the power supply is working, and we just have to press this button and see what is going to be done. So now again the problem is same, it's just flash and go. Now we need to check the LEDs, whether these LEDs are good or bad, then only we can find out what we should do next. So this time I will be using a 10 kilo ohm resistor in series to check one by one. So this one is working. This one is also working. This one is also working. This one is also working. So we need to do the testing of all one by one. So these all are working in this strip. So I will do the testing for all, and then we will figure out whether there is a problem with the power supply or not. So I have done the testing of all of this type A, and I have tested the half of this type B. The second half right now I am going to test, and this one is working. These two should work also. So I will disconnect this connector. So only when I am supplying the power, only one is glowing, the other two I don't know what is wrong. These both are not glowing properly. So this one is still working, only we are having the problem with this LED. So I am going to remove. So I don't know why this new strip having a faulty LED, but sometimes it's happen when we are purchasing the things from local vendor. So it is manufactured locally, maybe from China or somewhere. That's why maybe there is some issue with the quality. So you can see this one and this one is working, and this one is not working. We just need to remove this plastic very carefully. Yes, like this. And now I will test. Maybe we are not connecting it correctly. So this one is working. No, there is a problem with this LED. So one LED is still faulty in a new strip. So what we can do, we can take one LED from our old strip and we can fix it here. So whenever there is such kind of situation, first be confident that what you are doing. So if after installation of the new strips, if the condition is same, so does not we should not predict that our finding is wrong. So first of all, we have to make sure all the LEDs are working, then we can box up the LCD panel and we can move forward, and we will be focusing on the power supply. But first of all, this all must be in a working condition. So this is the problem with the double-sided tape. It will just increase the job. So there are multiple ways. So first is, we have to be very careful about the direction, because this is the LED and it will work only when the positive is connected to the positive side and the negative is connected to the negative side. If we will put this LED in a wrong direction, it will not work. And here we just need to connect it at one side and check the other side. It is not working. The same we have to do with this side. You see, so the negative is on our left side and here the negative is on our left side. So we have to just take this LED as it is and place here. So you see, now it is done and LED is in our hand, and this time it is difficult for my iron to remove this, because right now there is a double-sided tape and this strip is big enough to dissipate the heat. So I am removing this double-sided tape to make my job easier. I don't know why they stick it here. It is better if they will provide it separately, so if someone need it, they can use, otherwise they can leave it. So now what I will do, I will hold this LED and I will use a lighter. You see how much energy is required to remove this tiny LED. Only the thing is, this strip is dissipating the heat. So this time we need to check for the short circuit as well. So luckily there is no short circuit, and we will check whether the soldering is done properly or no. And the LED is in the correct direction. Yes. Yeah, so this time it is working. Done. Now you can see I have fixed that LED strip after replacing the LED, and now the connectors are in place, and this time we will check, and hopefully we will get some positive result. Standby light is on, and I will turn this on, but again the problem is same. So this time I am going to test the cable connection, because it is also possible that there is something wrong with the connector. I will be using one jumper for the testing. There are two white wires, one is connected here. Yes, this is the first pin, so it is coming here, and other negative should be this one. This one is coming here, and this should be this or this. It is also coming. This one must be this one. Why there is no continuity? So here this one is very tiny. Okay. So cable is correct, but this connector has something wrong. So now there was a problem with the connector, so I have fixed it, and this time we have to do the testing. So right now there was a problem with one LED, and then there was a problem with one connector, because this connector was so tiny. So but I just find out the by checking the connectivity, so there was no connectivity, so I just spot that connector is faulty. And now you can see this LEDs are on. If I can show you how it look like, so it will look like this. You see all the LEDs are on now, so we are good to go for the connection, and we will fix the LCD panel and we will box up this television. So the thing is, when there is a problem which is reoccurring again and again, then you have to be very clear. If the output voltages are there, it means the power supply is working, and there is some problem after the power supply. And in electronics, the load is considered as a part of the electronic circuit. So if there is no proper load connected with the circuit, so this circuit, it will get tripped or it will not work properly. So now I am going to box it up. So just we have to reverse the process, then everything will be fine. All this lens should go inside, so it will also have a little holder, so which will hold this reflection. So this is nothing but only a reflection, so we just need to make sure that all of them are inside. Everything is on its place. Then we need to align the filters and put it here like this. We have to make sure everything is placed properly, and from this side it has to go a little bit backward. So now everything is perfect. So we have to just reverse the process of dismantling. So the same way we can do the assembling. So if you will come here, you will see there is a slot and there is a projection. This projection will go inside that slot. So if it is going perfectly, it means everything is fine. So now we need to place the LCD panel. Be careful. Line from one side and then slide it down. Be careful for this strips. So from top and bottom it is okay, and from this side we need to slide it little bit down. Now this LCD should not be over the rubber cushion, so it is perfect. Now it is a turn for the bezel. I'm not talking to you. So now you can see we have fixed that bezel, and at this point we have to turn this entire television set like this. Be careful. So now we need to align all the holes. So first of all we will secure our strips. These all are the important thing, and put the ground connection back. Perfect. The same we need to do here. So our strip is fixed. We can fix the speaker on its place. Now we have to put all the screws back. So now we need to fix this thing here and this thing here. So these brackets are for legs. Fix this standby light and remote eye back on its place. Now we can place this back cover and make sure everything is in place. Okay. Just like this. switch connection. Need to secure the power cord, replace the cover and put this screws back. Now we can replace all the screws. Perfect. So I think you got an idea that how we can tighten it. So I will continue the video after boxing up and tightening all the screws. You can see we have done the box up of this television, and now I am going to test it. So power is on, and standby light is also on, and I will press the power key. Boom. So now you can see this television is now repaired, and it is totally fine. So this is the way how we can fix our home appliances at home. So you can see it is working fine. Now this time we are doing the final testing. So this television is on. This is the final result. So this television is working perfectly. Thank you for watching.